Good morning, everyone. It is September the 24th, 2025. A little update today on what I'm going to put up for my video is on the Ottawa Mission here in Ottawa and their annual statistics that they come out once a year on for the benefit of all to see what they've been doing and what is actually happening and the numbers of people who are homeless, etc., etc. And it's still quite shocking. Some of it's, last year they got dumped with a lot of refugees who were coming into Canada. And so the Canadian government now is taking back their program with a lot of the immigrants. And they're also worried because some of the immigrants that are in the hotels where the government provides for them for a year, that's ending. And they're worried that it may end up in their shelter more people again. And so they're hoping that the two shelters that Ottawa has put up for the refugees and the immigrants coming in are able to serve these people, because they're still seeing a lot more people coming in that are homeless, and that's understandable. After 5 years of declaring an emergency, we're still seeing a huge number of people going through the doors, which is unfortunate. They do provide a lot of meals. I know myself, when I was homeless in 2010, it was nice because they do holiday meals during Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter and that, and they provide turkey dinners, and the community comes together and donates turkeys and vegetables and stuff to provide meals. And their chefs, with a lot of volunteers from the community, come in and cook the meals. And they're very good meals as well, I have to admit. And a lot of people realize that they're good cooks over there too, because I know every time I talk with the homeless, they're always saying, well, we want to go have a meal at the mission because their meals are better. So I know they get a lot of praise. I know I've been lined up round the block, and I mean, when they have these meals, free meals for people during the holidays seasons and that, they're well lined up around the block, and we have to wait in line till the tables are emptied. And once one table's empty, then more people are allowed in to eat the next meal. So they're doing a great service for the community here, which is wonderful to see. But how this is going to end up, I don't know. I think one of the worst things is not only do we have the program with the immigrants coming in, it's not that we in Canada here don't want to have the immigrants, but right now the problem is the government's had to step back and not let as many immigrants in, is because we don't have housing for our own people here. So before we can let more immigrants in, we have to get our own house in order first and have housing available for people for certain. And it's quite a tit for tat what's going on here right now. I know we're getting some housing. I'm hoping that all these wonderful things that the government's talking about, that I've just put up on my last few videos, with the new board that's coming with the government putting forward with their government lands and that, can get these housing buildings up as quickly as possible for our own people here. But the problem is, as people find housing, more people, because of the high cost of living today, between the food and the rent evictions and the high cost of rents today, more and more people are finding themselves homeless. So it's a very vicious circle, I feel like I'm seeing that we're in right now. So it's like a revolving door. You're just going around and around in circles right now until we get the housing issue is one big priority I know the government's put forward on for their federal government. So thankfully they're putting more money into it. I know even the provincial government's been putting more money into it. So I like the idea of what the federal government is saying. I hope these houses that are like prefabs are built off site, and then the land is just prepared without any basements, but they can actually build houses faster within a few months, because they can off-site. It takes I don't know how long, maybe 3 or 4 months to build a prefab, so they can put it together. And then how long does it take to do the site? So they can come in very quickly. But I think they were saying it takes about maybe 8 months or so, roughly, if I remember correctly. maybe 8 or 9 months to get these houses built, rather than 2 years or more to get these houses and foundations and everything done. So I'm hoping that this works out for people. I hate to see people out in the streets, that's for certain. Winter's coming up, and it could be another rough winter. Like I said, this is just the first to come in on what we're seeing for the homeless here on the streets, and trying to provide shelter for them. So winter's coming up now, and they're going to be very much overcrowded. And I know for the last couple of years, if not a little longer, people have been sleeping en masse on the floors and in the chairs there. They're sleeping everywhere that we can basically put a body at this point, just to make sure somebody has at least a little tiny little square to sleep in somewhere. So it's a big problem. We're still working on it, and I'm glad. I keep putting up the videos because I want to keep reminding people that this is something extremely important, and it's got to be foremost in our minds, that we have to realize that how lucky that we are. And I'm lucky that I've got a roof over my head. It's not fancy, but I've still got a roof over my head, and I'm thankful for that. And as a gentleman who just came up, I think he said he was living 25 years in the States, from the video, so I know some of our people from the States are coming back because of what's happening down there as well. He's just thankful he's got a bed. And I think that's one of the things that people today, in the seriousness of the situation with the world today, people should start looking at themselves, not for what they want or for the materialistic things in life right now. I think we ought to be all looking literally for just being thankful for what we have, and being, again, people sharing and caring, coming forward in the community, helping to feed people, give people meals like that. That's another way you can volunteer, again, as a senior. That's just another thing I wanted to put out there for you people and you wonderful seniors. I don't think they could, actually our society could not do without us, and sometimes they seem to fail to remember just what we can contribute to society, even though we have to contribute in a different way, even after we're retired. And that people don't give us enough credit for what we have done in the past and what we can still do in our own way and pass on to the next generation. So we can all pat ourselves as seniors on the back and be thankful we're all here, and our society needs to be thankful for what we can put in back into society and give people. And so I'm going to leave it there, everyone. And again, pat yourselves on the back, every senior out there. We're doing a great job. We're holding the fort. Let's keep doing it, and let's keep helping the young people along. So take care, everyone. Have a nice day. Be safe. Watch your surroundings, and we'll talk again soon. And bye-bye.